Hello 108 students, Mr. McCue here. We are on section 10.1, continuing our work on one-to-one functions, and we are on page 3. Okay, so now we're finally going to get to, we explained a lot about one-to-one functions, and now we need to maybe handle some of the homework problems you might see. And example A I have going here shows a function. They happen to use the capital letter F to represent that, and all they're showing here is a list of ordered pairs. And now the task is to determine whether this is a one-to-one function. And your test is very simply to look at all the x-coordinate numbers and ask yourself, are they unique? And when I started this problem here, the problem was listed horizontally. I looked at all the x-coordinates and I see -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, and I see they're all unique, so it passes that first test. Then simply now come up to the y-coordinates, check them, make sure they are all unique. -1, oh, looks like I missed a line there. And then 0, 1, 2, and -3. And you notice that they are the same over here, and the 1 and the 1 are the same, so I now have discovered that I do not have unique y-coordinates, and so therefore this is not a one-to-one function. Now you notice I might have struggled there just a little bit with pairing up the x and y coordinates, and I strongly suggest you take the time and list the ordered pairs vertically, and that way you can easily scan the x columns, the x coordinates going down, and the y coordinates. Your eyes will do a much better job looking vertically, and you're looking to make sure they are all unique. And when you find two of the same numbers in the x column or the y coordinates, then you know you do not have a one-to-one function. Okay, so that's how these problems go. 1b here is the next one we're going to work on. They're going to now use the capital letter G to represent another function. And when I look at these coordinates, I see for the x, I see 3, 1, 2, and 4. They are all unique. Next, I come over and look at the y coordinates. I see a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 0, and they are all unique. So therefore, this is a one-to-one function. Now, to write the inverse function, remember, don't forget we use the symbology. The function raised to a -1, that means inverse. You simply take the xy coordinates. If it was 3, 1, you simply swap them and write 1, 3. Continue on this process. 0, 2 becomes 2, 0. 2, 3 becomes 3, 2. 4, 0 becomes 0, 4. And that's all you have to do. That's the beauty of the one-to-one functions, is you're just simply going to swap the xy coordinates. Okay, now there's another way to test for one-to-one and to determine inverse functions here. If you happen to have the graphs given to you, I've discussed this here in the previous couple pages, but you can use the horizontal line test to determine first if it's a function. That's going to be your first step there. And if it passes the function test, then you're going to use the horizontal line test to see if it's a one-to-one. And so one example here would be example 2a. I have got y equals x squared, and I ask myself, does this pass the vertical line test? And I might draw a couple here, and I see it crosses the axis only one time, crosses the parabola only one time. Maybe draw another one, and I see that it is only going to hit the parabola one time. So y equals x squared is a function, which we know. And now we turn around and try the horizontal test to see if it's a one-to-one function. Remember that one-to-one is more specialized. So I draw a horizontal line test here, and I notice I have crossed the parabola at 2 points, and therefore it fails the horizontal line test. Okay, with it being failed, you're done. There's nothing else more to do. Now if you happen to look at my example B here, we have a line, and we know lines are functions. If I do the vertical line test, you see it only passes the line one time. I might do another one. only hits it at that spot. So it is a function which we've talked about many times before. And is it a one-to-one function? We now conduct the horizontal line test, and when it crosses the line at only one point, you might do another one here, maybe just for the heck of it. And you can see each time you draw a horizontal line, it'll only cross the graphed line only one time. So therefore you do have a one-to-one function. Okay, that's it for page 3. We are moving on to page 4 on our section 10.1, and I'll see you on the next video.